Assemble a street map using whatever method you prefer, and maintaining detail in this process is critical. Bring in a copy of your height map, then size and align your street map to fit and align with the height map exactly. You can use an exposure layer over your height map with gamma cranked down to make it easier to see. Using the magic wand tool with tolerance set high enough to capture all the shading and lines, isolate all the water components you wish to keep and copy to a new layer. With water components still selected, fill with color. Hitting the Alt backspace will fill the entire selected area. Then clean up text and any artifacts so that you have solid fill. Duplicate this layer back to your height map. Place rivers and streams on a separate layer from your large body of water so they can receive different treatment. Decide how deep in meters your lake should be at the edges. Multiply that number times 32, and subtract that value from your ground. For example, if your ground value is 1600, you want your water 10 meters deep. 10 times 32 is 320. So adjust your lake water grayscale value to 1280. Moving on to your rivers and streams, set your river grayscale value to around 300. That's dark gray, not black. Duplicate twice so you have 3 layers. Set the opacity of the bottom layer to around 25%. Set the opacity of the second layer to around 10% and blur around 2%. Set the opacity of the third layer to around 5% and blur it around 5%. Then set the blend mode of all 3 to subtract. By doing this, you create a smoother riverbank, and you can experiment with different settings to get the look that you're after. So here's a demonstration of why I'm saying use subtract. We've got here an area that slopes from 185 meters down to 61. I've got 2 lines here. One on the left is set to subtract, the one on the right is set to multiply. And I'll just run along their length here, and you can see how the one on the left that's set to subtract maintains a constant depth across the slope. The one on the right that's set to multiply does not. It's getting shallower and shallower. So the whole point here is so that when you run your rivers and streams up into the hillsides, they maintain a constant depth. And that can be a good thing when you're trying to establish your water flow and work with your rivers and streams. Now I'm going to start working on our just the water flow is pretty much already set just by the way we did our rivers, but I do need to introduce slope into this lake so we can get drainage running out this way. A large brush down here, we're set to 0. Gradient. Alright, we'll start introducing water into our streams. I'm going to do all of these at about 0.1. I always want to close that off. I don't know if that makes any difference or not, because water runs out off the back side. I don't think it makes any difference whether you close it off or not. I really have no idea. I'll drag that down like that. I always put this on the fastest setting so you can tell what you're getting. I'll start that one. I'll come up in the hills here. Start one up here. We want one there. One there. Start one there. Start one there. Way down the map from higher to lower elevations, adding water tablets and then putting them in suction mode to keep our water flow under control. Kills me how when you add these water tablets and adjust them, the entire map will bob up and down. When you're working on this, you'll get these waves that will roll down where there's, I've tried to figure out really what causes those, and it's hard to say. I haven't been able to really nail it down. First I thought it was changes in elevation and variations in the thickness, and I've done tests with just straight lines and steady state slopes, and you still get them. So I've just continued to work my way down these rivers, try and balance this water flow. I don't really try and do it all at one time. I will continue to work on, while I'm doing other work on the map, once I've brought my theme in, and when I'm working on other aspects of working with the theme or laying roads or whatever, you know, you can watch the water over time and see what it's doing and make little adjustments to it as needed. Right here, this right here is right downtown Thun. This is the very center of it all. And I'm just working on bringing this water flow up. I want it pretty close to that, to the banks here. Bring it up until it just starts to overflow, and then back it off a little bit. And like I said, you don't have to do all this all at one time, because it does get kind of tedious after a while. You can continue to work on your water flow periodically while you're doing other things. So here, if we switch to water view, we can pretty clearly see that our terrain looks halfway decent. Working on bringing the water and streams online, working out the water flow. I only have about what, 30 meters of slope between here and down here, so I'm introducing some water tablets in along here to try and force some water flow down that way. I think it's working. No, that's not what I want. Now, a little while ago that water was going out, now it's coming back in. Can't have that, we gotta fix that. Well, I'm going to continue to work on this water flow throughout the creation of this map, so I'm going to end this video here, and I think we've done enough with the water for now. Next up, we're going to start working on our theme. So join me next time for beginning the creation of our theme. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you liked the content of this video, and please subscribe.